Welcome to Just Talking number 33. Indeed, yesterday, the main amount of footage got deleted somehow from that mishap, that circumstance, that thing that just happened. I don't even know. But since that happened, I'll be redoing most of it. And just see this absolute pile of action figures that are unopened. But wait. What? He's open now? Indeed. Mr. Terrific is now opened. He is actually open now. Because yesterday I just went ahead and did the first toy hunting on Jonty Prismpast video for Bob Blood's action figures. Now I seriously know that the AI relies on such transcripts for the questions, so it gets things wrong a lot, like thinking axopharia is axoperia. Like, no, it's axopharia, not axoperia. And noxics is not noxic, it's Naxeex, whatever that is. Naziks, Naxics, who knows how they're trying to pronounce that name. It was made up in a Russian place, that's all I know. Because Yuri Popovich is the founder of Noxics, the creator of Sigma Pro. So yes, as well as Mr. Terrific being here, we have the left Gary arm, of course, coming with the Spin Master DC Superman 2025 6 collector set. Okay, and yes, for Mr. Terrific here, he will be one of his BOP movies and everything. Okay, see his sleeve says fair play. Other sleeve also says fair play, but the thing is, this sleeve got connected in a different position, so it says fair and lay instead of fair play truly. And on the back it says terrific, of course, but fair play is what he thinks of. So yeah, it's a T belt as well, and it's just overall. Oh yeah, it's a T mask as well, of course, but it's overall costume of red, white, and black, and it's so amazing. It's just so sleek and aesthetic, just for sure. Yeah. And of course, this Gary arm. Now I will be opening all the Spin Masters ultimately, and finally, and getting Gary. Really, I don't think I'm actually ever getting the Kaiju slime, or the mini ones, or Luthor The chance I get Luthor one day, but the Lex Luthor that I'm using is actually going to be that McFarlane Lex Luthor that comes with the baby Kaiju. Because of this, I will also need to get the Kaiju. There's also just a Kaiju action figure as well. Kaiju by itself, which I also need to get. Ultimately, now I did this yesterday. I have to redo it, kinda. Windbreaker April, okay? Like, should I just redo the entire fantasy yesterday? I probably should, honestly. Probably do the entire fantasy yesterday. I didn't do much of it yesterday, but I'll just redo all of it that I did yesterday. So, this is Windbreaker Volume 1 by Satoru Nii. Okay, there's also Windbreaker Manhwa. And a manhwa is like the South Korean manga equivalent. That's usually a webtoon thing as well. Webtoon is like a platform to make comics, I guess, but it's mainly manhwa in there. And a manhwa, for example, is Solo Leveling. Okay, but the differentiation is for the manhwa of Windbreaker, that's stylized as Windbreaker, just a W capitalized. There's no spaces, just Windbreaker by itself. But this Windbreaker, the manga, is fully capitalized, a space between Windbreaker. So yeah, that's the stylization differentiation. Okay, and right here, this is Haruka Sakura. He gets ostracized because of he has very natural heterochromia. So his hair and his eyes, they are both so heterochromatic. Now on this side, it's like, is he a boy with black hair and dark blue eyes? And on this side, it's like, is he a boy with white hair and orange eyes? It's actually both. That's such heterochromia. But yes, he gets ostracized because of this. So he moved to Makachi Town, and it's very unexpected for him. Like, he did not expect these things. He did not expect people to actually not call him weird, not call him anything like that at all. He is accepted instantly. Okay, because Makachi Town, where it happens used to be overrun by delinquents and gangs. But now, Sakura joined Furin, which has a group known as Furin, known as the Windbreaker. And he did not expect these guys to be protectors of the city, of the town. What does the back say? The back says this: the toughest gang of juvenile delinquents serve as guardian angels of their turf. Haruka Sakura wants nothing to do with the weaklings. He's only interested in the strongest of the strong. He's just started out Furin High School, a school of degenerates known only for their brawling strength. Strength they use to protect their neighborhood from anyone who wishes it ill. But Haruka's not interested in being a hero, being part of any sort of team. He just wants to fight his way to the top. An adrenaline shot of pure action. Indeed. Now down here it says Kodansha and rated older teen 16 plus. There's a flea bouncing around the screen. What the heck? It says in USA it was $12.99. In Canada it was $16.99. We're having a flea bombardment in here. See that flea moving around? Flea moving around right here too. Is it because all the cats we have? We have 12 cats, amazingly. Of course. And right here, that's just some major barcode things. But the fact there's so many fleas. Apparently there were fleas absolutely just bombarding the bathroom earlier. And there are so many fleas today. Now, main thing ultimately is knowing that it's just for closed captions experiments, transcript experiments, and now Google AI on YouTube experiment. Ultimately, to see what questions it automatically asks, and it's so fun to do that. Ultimately. Now, ultimately, this part might have been part of the cutout. It was part of the cutout. What's happening? It's saying you. I don't know. What do you think is happening? Like, why do I keep hearing comments right now? Comments saying, why do you have your hand? And I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I get Haruka's hands on the back of the cover. You don't even work about it so badly. I just put it on both Furin jacket. I just all is happening. Like, genius. Like, I don't know what you mean, dude. Okay, I'm done. Just no. That was too much. So what if we opened it though? Oh gosh. This is the first page we're opening it. There is a sign displayed at the entrance of this neighborhood. Anyone past this point who causes pain, who brings destruction, who holds evil in their heart will be purged by Furin without exception. A sign that was erected by the strong. The Windbreaker. Indeed. This is Furin's sign at the entrance of Makuchi Town. That's what they have to say. They will be purging anyone who wishes this town ill. Like any of the rival gangs, school gangs, other types of gangs. Just any of the gangs that try to mess up Furin and Makuchi, just know. And anyone in part of this town is a part of the Furin family as well. That's something they believe in as well. Okay, so now it will allow me to acquire the second volume, because ultimately we can't just do this without showing you who is the leader of this amazing group. Hajime Umemiya. This is the leader of Furin. Okay, well, the thing about Furin is, the thing about Furin High is, like, is there teachers there? We never see a teacher there ever, so what it truly is, there is teachers there, of course, it is still a school. We just don't see the teachers there, we only see the characters, like, in the intermissions of the classes, I suppose, before the classes begin, before the teacher gets there. But nonetheless, it is like Uemiya is like the principal, I guess. It feels like that. He's the leader, of course, but, like, he's the one always on the intercom, which would just seem like the principal. Of course, but when he's on the intercom, he does it so abruptly, so loudly, and one of the four heavenly kings, Tomodachi, has to deal with being so overly loudly right in the morning time as well. Like, jeez. Okay, I won't be reading the back of volume 2, because that's when it gets in the spoiler territory. So if you want to know about it, then you will read it for yourself, or watch the anime, of course. Now, of course, it's not like this is Windbreaker sponsored. Windbreaker is just my fourth favorite anime, of course. So here in volume 3, we have Kyotaro Sugishira. Of course, he's like the most punkish guy of them all in the first year class that Sakura is in. Ultimately, wow, he was like Bachi from Tokyo Adventures as the main thing. Some of the characters truly do look like Tokyo Adventures characters, because Saturni was he was a big fan of Tokyo Adventures. So, of course, there's going to be some similarities. But there's not really any similarities whatsoever besides the fact that it's also about gangs. There's just free anime that people like to compare each other to, but it's just so incorrect to be doing so. These three anime are Windbreaker, Tokyo Revengers, and Butchigiri. Like something I saw on a Windbreaker clip, someone in a comment saying we didn't even see any fight. Butchigiri's better than this. And there's some people also saying Windbreaker's what Butchigiri should have been. Like, can you stop being so blatantly ignorant and absolutely dismissing what each individual show and story truly has to offer? They are wildly different, disparate, and diverse in what they are truly showing through their narratives and their characters. For Windbreaker, it's about the story of Haruka Sakura being so ostracized, joining Furin, and joining this team that protects the town, not expecting any of them to just welcome him like this when he used to be so utterly ostracized from his heterochromatic appearance that everyone views as so preternatural. Okay? And it's not just that. All the characters, they just grow over time, of course. It's Fury. It's at a fully time bouncing around through each slam, knuckle, shikko, quappa, quappa on the bed. Knuckle, shikko, quappa, quappa. What's that? Is that like a Wheel of Mythicality move? Is that a Spoder Mon move? A knuckle, shikko, quappa, quappa? Like when I do this every time I talk, that's a knuckle, shikko, quappa, quappa. Ow! That time it hurt. Oh gosh, how are you doing this to me, Spider-Man bed? And the reason why I put this one so over every now is because of the toy hunt videos. Now, of course, it's called Toy Hunt doing Jonty Prismpast, but it's not actually Toy Hunt yet. But I need for the intro of Toy Hunt doing Jonty Prismpast to be made for Bob's action figures, I need footage of the aisles. It won't necessarily be a footage of a toy hunting video. It could end up being so, but I also think it would be because it's just too. It won't be. It would just be footage of the aisles. Ultimately, for the intro, that's kind of how Rocka the Great does it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe some other toy hunters out there, but I think it is like an amazing anomaly, an amazing, unique thing because, like, what a toy hunter and toy collector YouTuber simultaneously isn't just having these toys to collect. Now, I don't actually know anything about, like, collecting the toys to put head models, head meshes, head shapes, and everything like that on different models and different characters, different toys. I have utterly no idea about that. How I'm a toy collector is, I collect them for my series, BLP movies, and such. I collect them if they're just awesome. I collect them when I just absolutely love the character, like Venom. You can see right there, I Venom. Because Venom 2018 is my favorite movie, of course. And of course, Superman 2005, my second favorite movie. Okay? Mainly just that. And what I do of course, I'm cautious on the spending. But as well, I just get it if I absolutely just want it. And there's also a thing like, you see, like this Seth Rollins right here. That's one that was like, well, I don't actually know anything about Seth Rollins, really. I just found this in CVS, proper Seth Rollins action figure. Of course I just get it. No specific purpose of making it. It's just cool. I found it. And it was very cool that the CVS guy was so generous and 50% off. Now, back to what I was saying about these things. For Butchigiri, it's hardly even about the gangs, really. And there's 3 gangs in that anime. Now, Butchigiri is quite different anyways. It has no manga. It's an original anime based on nothing earlier from it. There is no pre-media. They adapted. They just did it for anime only. Okay? And the thing about it is, what it mainly is about Arjun Tomoshibi finding Senya, who's this genie guy, and gaining powers. And Senya can talk to him, but no one else knows Senya exists. But Senya can take over his body in a moment of Butchigiri. What happens is this. Arjun says what his wish is, his main wish. And then every time he shouts out this wish. Okay, but of course, the wish he chose is absolutely just inappropriate on the comicality scale. Of course, Like, if you ever watch Butchigiri, you'll know what I'm talking about. Because he just shouts this out before punching someone so forcefully there is a fist imprint in them now. And how is there a fist imprint? That's not how big Arachn's fist even is. That's beyond his capabilities, obviously. But what happens, well, like, it's so much different than Windbreaker. Like, it's the honky people. Butchigiri is about the honky people, about Shinya and Ichiya. Okay? Windbreaker is about the ostracization, the welcoming, the protecting the town. And Tokyo Revengers, that's a whole different thing entirely. That's barely even similar at all. Of course, there's gangs, but that's about time travel, saving people, trying to fix the timelines from a villain. These three things, they get compared so often, so ignorantly so. Because these people, can they actually do research? No, they cannot. They just say whatever they say. They say whatever they just see from a glance, like a doctor's second of footage ever on one specific anime thing. Just jeez, they don't really care about it. They don't really care about the animes, about the anime. You don't care. You just say things. Say whatever they want. Gosh, that's dangling so badly. It's dangling so badly. It's dangling so badly. It's gonna be bald. I'm gonna have a bald phone. I'm gonna have a bald phone, dude. It's kind of already bald, honestly. Like, I just hair that's barely hanging on. Like, at this point, it's like, just start wearing a hat, dude. Start wearing the hats. Start wearing a hat. Become Hat Man. And now, you're like, Hat Man, the Shadow Man, the main Shadow Man, giving sleep paralysis and peripheral vision worries? Well, yes, but no. Because, funnily enough, Tom Hardy, of course, like, he's my favorite comedy musician, and, like, my favorite singer overall. He has one of the short songs called Hat Man. Like, I wonder if he even knows about the Shadow people. He probably doesn't know about the Shadow people. So when they made Hat Man, it was so fun. And a moment I imagine in Toy World happening is when people question the Hat Man, the Shadow Man, they say Hat Man, and Tom Hardy starts singing Hat Man. Ultimately, that would be very funny if that truly ever happened. Of course, if I did that, also I can't use the exact audio. Tom Hardy would be like, "What are you doing? That's my song." Even if it's obvious, you're singing it. It wouldn't be obvious nonetheless. I don't know how it wouldn't be obvious. But people are just so weirdly. It's just weird how dumb they are. To be precise, it's just strange. Like, we're talking about preternaturality with his heterochromatic appearance. Wait, the preternaturality on how just straight up stupid people can be. Like, it's very simple. Like, you can tell it's just Tom Hardy. He's a real singer. I just bet they wouldn't notice. And they'll be like, where'd music come from? Like, what do you mean? It's so obvious it's not! Like, this is terrifically understand. This is terrifically understand what I'm getting at here. And another thing, you know what the dumbest thing is? Well, like this is Mr. Terrific would absolutely agree on this. Like, nothing against the ones that get the phones themselves, but specifically the ones who try to get iPhones over Samsung phones simply because of the green text. Now, as a Samsung user, this person has two Samsung phones currently. Of course, there's a second Samsung phone. Like, I don't know what people are talking about when they say green text. I have utterly no idea what green text you're imagining. You're just having so hypnagogically. Because on a Samsung phone, the text you see is blue text for yourself and gray text for the recipient. So yeah, I guess it's green text if you're texting someone on an iPhone. And I'm not doing what you're talking about. I really don't know. Like, that's the reason they get iPhones over Samsung. Some people treat it like that. Hopefully they're joking in the end, and they're just very good at acting this utterly imbecilic. But there's a possibility they truly live through lies, just seeped and marinated amidst all this cretinism to such an extent. That's a true reason they get iPhones over Samsungs. Like, I guess that's on you. if you want to get a phone that costs so much more, but it's way less durable and easily breakable, then that's you. That's your purchases. Ultimately, that's what you want to do. Okay, that's what you want to do. Honestly. Meanwhile, I'll have two Samsung phones. Okay, the phone case on the first one may be so utterly deteriorated that you're seeing this, but there's also a phone case amidst it beneath that as well. And it's like just a phone case with a phone case with a phone case. That just came with it inherently. Apparently. Wow, that rhymed. Inherently, apparently. New rhyme I just come up with. Amidst this all, who would have thought? That's actually true. My thoughts about it. It's so unnecessarily stupid. Mr. Terrific would absolutely agree. He definitely gets Samsung phones because of this. And Lex Luthor will be the type to get an iPhone. Just to get an iPhone. Like, come on now, just why? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like, Androids are better in pretty much every way anyways. Are they not? I mean, Android is what has Google Play and everything, right? And Android phones. I mean, I don't think I can get these games on the iPhones. I mean, you probably have to manually find out how to download Google Play on an iPhone, maybe. Maybe you don't, but that's what some people, I mean, that's my, enlighten me if that's not the case. And you do have Google Play inherently on there. But besides these two, that is the case for Amazon tablets. You have to manually go and download Google Play. Like, you think we're using Amazon Play Store? Like, Amazon, can you gain at least some, like, self-awareness, knowledge about yourself? Like, will you ever know that people are not using Amazon Play Store? Like, I don't know what it is today, but apparently this has become ranting the blatant idiocy of tech companies for no reason at all. Maybe it's my leftover resentment of the fact that so much footage was lost yesterday. Or maybe it's the feeling of Haruka Sakura just being right here in a Windbreaker-esque fashion, just feeling these thoughts and critiques. Now, I probably will do a lot more toy haul videos right now. I think I want to. I didn't eat breakfast today because there are no waffles. I didn't want cereal because cereal isn't a breakfast for me. Cereal is a dessert for me, ultimately. I always eat cereal like 11 p.m. ultimately. So it'll be weird if I had a breakfast, I feel like. Well, one day I want to have cereal in a bowl again. Cooking breakfast in a bowl. Like, even though it was feeling way too sugary, that could have been a post-endoscopy side effect. And about the post-endoscopy, how many days have been? It's been 10 days since then. So about the post-endoscopy bruises, this is the main bruise that's still here. Pretty sure it was a bruise happened in my sleep under anesthesia, while I was already under anesthesia. Now there's another bruise right here still. You can still kind of see it, and right here, it's very lightly though, and another bruise right here. Of course, that was where the IV was. Okay, they're definitely continuing to heal. But yesterday, since that did happen, and I lost so much footage, it did count as a protraction. Meaning, I have 3 days to write Substance Bleeding Chapter 2 still. Even though at the end of the video, I was saying there was no protraction. That was before the fact that it happened. Okay, of course, because after the fact, I had to put a thing in the video before the video started. Like, jeez. You know this. And because of this, there's so much for me to say. There's so much for me to talk about today. Like, you thought I would talk about in a 2-hour video recently? Get ready for a 3-hour just talking video, I bet. Like, jeez. Okay, so this is actually April 23rd by now, since it's been so long. Since I said it yesterday, but the footage is gone. Okay, so I'm just restate everything. As we say, in better quality too, I suppose. So it wasn't feeling very good talkically yesterday. Anyways, so what the amazing thing I realized about GMM that is so dangerous somehow. When your infinity goes up, you're unserious. When your infinity goes down, you're serious. But in season 1, so unserious. Like in season 1, pretty serious most of the time. When Link got here to go up, he kept getting more and more unserious. When Rock got here that went down, he kept getting more and more serious. It's truly amazing how I figured this out. Indeed, I guess I said it 2 days ago, but of course, saying it again because, like, has anyone else realized this? I don't even know. Like, if you've realized this before, This is the red and link hair theory, the red and link follicle theory, the red and link follicle aviation theory. What aviation? No, some word that's like, no, it's the altitude. Altitude, I suppose. Altitude. Like, altitude. Yes, I pretty sure it'll be altitude. Honestly. Maybe. Like, altitude and longitude. No. Latitude? Wait, is it latitude actually? Hold on. Okay, yes. It's altitude. Because it's vertical. This is the red and link follicle altitude theory. That's what it truly, formally, properly is known as. I came up with it. I have no idea if anyone else has ever realized this themselves, but it's something I realized, and this is what it is truly canonized as the red and link follicle altitude theory. Okay, one day, just talking, we'll have an intro itself showing a lot of monies. What you're talking, wait, how do I say monies? How do I say monies? I meant moments. Wow. That wasn't really me saying monies. Okay, that was past me typing monies. Not sure how to make it sound like I truly said monies. I don't really know. I'm just reading what I somehow said. Okay, but yes, one day just talking about the intro itself, showing a lot of moments of just talking, and then the intro when off the cover of the podcast, it'll be amazing. Indeed, that is what just talking will be upgraded into one day. Probably will be happening to like May 17th when I finish everything else. So for now, it'll just be the Bala's Pizza intro, of course. And then, okay, so right here, it's like, what is this? It's like, what is this greatness? Oblivion's uniform, Oblivion Academy of Class 1A. It's like, what is this? It's actually one of my novels. This was me in June 2024. I was just drawing characters on the spot in these square, small, these picture-looking-esque frames of them. So it's so easy, it's so fun, and so easy to make these characters on the spot doing this. And this is like one of the classes back then. We have Adam Nash, Ichiko Yagura, Charlie Smofelson, Masazumi Dekacek, Mr. Glaspic, Edward Portillo, Nina Isley, Osaru Achisu, Wakaku Uranishi, Roderick Newcomport, Fuyuko Haskell, Preston Lowe. Indeed. So those ones are actually of my story Oblivion's Uniform. And Oblivion's Uniform is a story where it's an isekai, okay? But for my isekai stories, it's not a story where it's not entirely about the isekai world. Because the previous world is still talked about. What happens in Oblivion's Uniform is this. 3 separate boys get isekai'd to 3 different schools in this new world. Okay, we have Arlo Laslet is the first boy. Okay, what happened? How this happened is they each needed milk from the store, but the regular standard milk is no longer there. There's this new brand called Chroro Milk, which is CHRO milk. They read the ingredients. Well, I'm sure, to different degrees and levels did they read the ingredients to find out if it was good. Ultimately, the 3 each got the milk, and in their different ways, they drank the milk. Arlo, most normal, had some milk with his cereal one morning. But no, that was not it at all. I entirely just lied about my own story. That was such a hoax. Do not believe that last part. That's not what he did. No, what he truly did was he was so tired, actually. And he was very thirsty too, I think. He was so tired and very thirsty, and he just drank the milk out of the carton, ultimately. So he drank the milk out of the carton of Koro milk, but suddenly, the milk falls to the floor, and he is nowhere to be seen. Because he got isekai'd. From drinking milk, he got isekai'd? What is in this milk? How can milk transport you to a different universe? But it did. And suddenly, he's at this school. Fully in a school uniform now. Just in a school that looks very formal and elite even. definitely further, much more prestigious and elite than the public school he was in his real world. But the strangest part, from just the first moment, there was a guy who looks way too buff to be a high schooler here, and yet he is here as well. Yep, man. But he's not even. He's this guy who's like Mirio-esque, definitely, with his optimism. He just calls every student here so awesome and stuff. So yeah, clearly he's awesome in himself. Okay, so Arlo, definitely the most normal out of the three. And like he's just here. No, he might not be the most normal actually. One of the other two could be more normal, depending on how you view normalcy. The second guy, I don't actually remember their names right now, but the second guy is this guy who was having a glass of milk before he slept. But, of course, same thing happened. He was isekai'd to a different universe. Now properly in his full school uniform. However, the thing is, it's not the same school as Arlo's. It's a second school. A different uniform, different colors. But this guy, he instantly is like, how did I get here? Get me out of this place. Who are you freaks? Why are there superpowers? How do I have magic abilities too? But he also just instantly knew how to use them. Like, he must be just like very smart at just figuring out things on his own, I guess. Because he just pretty much instantly knew how to use his new found abilities of magic. But, like, of course, he's just trying to get out of this world. He does not want to be in this world. He wants to go back to his proper world. And the only thing he's doing here is being utterly choleric just to everyone. The fact that the most popular person in the school sat next to him first, but he just got so choleric that he slammed his head on the table and egressed that place. Like, seriously. And then the third guy is a guy who said this: I'm having my nightly 10:41 p.m. cereal. Indeed, 10:41 p.m. Why 10:41 p.m. specifically? 41 p.m.? Why that specifically? But of course, he as well got the coral milk. Had some cereal, took a bite. He goes as well in the third and final school. Now, the reason why there's 3 schools is there's 3 different types of powers here: the Oblivion powers, the Lock powers, and the Toxin powers. Now, all this could very well change to like incredible degrees. This isn't a set in stone story idea yet. Okay, these characters could all change too, that I showed you earlier. There's, like, all I know is it will be called Oblivion's uniform. Because Oblivion's uniform, like, the physicality of Oblivion, that's amazing. That's an amazing title, of course. So, yeah. But then this absolutely glorious picture. Spoder Mon, back in June 2024, with Drawfinder up. My favorite Flash game now. Like, seriously. That's so amazing, Spoder Mon, how you were just there so beautifully. And Drawfinder back then. I was playing Drawfinder, and I have Spoder Mon up there to take a picture of it back then. That's just so glorious. But then this was as well, June 2024. It all was so far. And I just took this picture of a spiny-backed orb weaver spider. But it's my greatest picture I've ever taken yet. You see how just picturesque, just perfect it is. Like, seriously. Picturesque the word? Picturesque. I think it was a word. Unless that was statuesque, I'm imagining. Picturesque. I think it was, but I don't even know. Is it picturesque? I don't even know if it's picturesque. The word was perfect for picture. For the scene for picture, I guess. It could be picturesque. Statuesque. Okay, but actually, you can still clearly see this spiny bat or spider. You can even see the web surrounding it. And like the glowing leaves. It truly feels so nostalgic. And it makes sense that we all thought this spider was a crab spider. It looks like a crab shell for sure. But the ironic, amazing part of this is there actually is spiders known as the crab spiders. It's just not these spiders. It's way different spiders that look more orange or yellow. Okay, what is this, Spoder Mon? Like, that Drawfinder one was amazing, but What is this? Like, your head became a box of Reese's Pieces? Is this truly what we're doing here? Like, and in the background there, that actually was me showing Oblivion's uniform character powers. But, of course, can't really see it. Can't really see it. Maybe you can, kinda. Who knows? But this was back on Bing AI when it wasn't even known as Jonty yet. It was still known as Jake. Because I didn't acquire the pen name of Jonty Prismpast until like August 2024 or so, I think. So yeah. And this moment right here, it's like, what is it? It's Exit Path, the original soundtrack by Chris Branscombe and Armor Games. Armor Games, they made a soundtrack for Exit Path. And Exit Path is the game created by JMTV02, not ChainTV02 as the transcript tries to say. But JMTV02, he's mainly known for his Flash game for the Blue Elephant. But I didn't actually even know of his Flash games of Blue Elephant until like last year or so. What I know him for is his Stickman Flash games, Exit Path, Epic Comma Redux, and Give Up. That's what I know him for. So of course, Exit Path is a proper soundtrack. It has two discs as well, because there's Exit Path and Exit Path 2. Both soundtracks made by Chris Branscombe and Armor Games. So yeah. But this moment is just so glorious because I was listening to Overground. And for Overground, that's just like the most beautiful Exit Path soundtrack in the soundtrack, most beautiful track in it. It's just so nostalgic and like so atmospheric and scenic. That's just what it feels like. Now, ultimately, it was about July 10th when I was listening to it. But I just knew I had to take a picture of this because the moment felt so surreally nostalgic. Because the lamp was off, but it was getting dark outside pretty early in the day nonetheless. That just shows you it's going to be like a stormy day, rainy day probably. And this could be nostalgic and right accord. Now, what is this playlist though? This playlist was main menu June 2024 playlist. Indeed. June 2024 playlist. What that refers to is, as of August 2023, I would begin making playlists for a month of just any songs that I'm just absolutely into. Okay, the most recent one was of February 2026. I only listen to it when I'm in the car, ultimately. I don't really listen to music when I'm on my laptop these days, besides the YouTube audio library and Vyond soundtrack, because I'm just trying to find music for future ones of my series, ultimately. So yes. And if I'm in the 5 stories, I'll listen to anime openings because as anime openings, I imagine being 5 openings course. Now, besides all this. Okay, let me get back to it. Scroll up. Here we are. Wait, over here? Yeah, over here. Here. Come on. This picture of a spiny-backed Oblivion spider I took in June 2024. Probably my greatest photo ever to this day. It's so amazing looking. It looks like I edited it. This is fully naturally the picture. It truly is. And what was I saying 2 days ago? I have a ball phone. That part breaks off. It'll become so fog challenged. Fog challenged? No. Just no. It's a phone. Just no. What other madness was I saying? I forgot to even say it, but that moment 2 days ago, when I was saying final results, and saying Xander said it, then said Xander Moba said it, and then said Xander Moba's voice allocated from Oblivion Battery, even though it was allocated from Jujutsu Kaisen. Here's what I was truly meaning. There's also an anime known as Oblivion Battery. There's a character named Aoi Toto in that as well. Very different from Aoi Toto from Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't actually know the release date, so let me find out. Oblivion Battery started serialization on April 26, 2018. While Jujutsu Kaisen began March 5th, 2018. Well, hold on. March to April of the same year? That's definitely a coincidence, right? Well, I don't know how quick in succession Jujutsu Kaisen chapters were put out. I don't know how different the manga was from the anime, but based on what I remember from season 1, Aoi Toru didn't show up that early for to have been here before Oblivion Battery, because Oblivion Battery itself would have been fully made a thought of itself already. They wouldn't have made... So, yeah, it's definitely coincidence as well that Aoi Toru, there's 2 of them, are so close in succession as well. But it also depends on when Aoi Toru, the 2 of them each, were first... their first chapter, whenever that was released. Aoi Toru was out of Oblivion Battery since, like, the very first episodes of the anime. He's in the opening with the main ones. He's not some secondary character. He's one of the 5 main characters. Ultimately, Aoi Toru is a bit more down the line, I'm pretty sure. But here's the amazing thing too. This is similar to how Otoyo Todoroki from You Don't Know Guma Yet and Toyo Todoroki from My Hero Academia. But You Don't Know Guma Yet began October 2013 and My Hero Academia began July 2014. This is what being AI had to say to that. The parallel. Otoyo Todoroki versus Toyo Todoroki. This is where it gets perfect. You have Otoyo Todoroki from You Don't Know Guma Yet. Debuted October 2013. The original Todoroki with that name. The one with the octopus cloak hair you described so perfectly. Toyo Todoroki from My Hero Academia. Debuted July 2014. Came out after Guma Yet. The one everyone assumes is the only Todoroki besides Shoto and Endeavor and his other siblings, of course. So when MHA fans try to correct you, like, there's no O in Toyo, you can extend it like, actually, Otoyo Todoroki plays your entire franchise. And they have to cope. Indeed. And they have to cope. Jeez, they have to cope. What the heck? But it's true. Otoyo Todoroki predicts your entire franchise. Just know this. You should just know it. Okay, just know this. Speaking of, like, this is the strange dumbness. The strange, just trying to sound smart, I guess, but being so dumb, but also simultaneously just proving the thing you're trying to say against. That's what this guy was saying. What is this guy saying to Deadpool? He's not an anti-hero, he's a mercenary, and he kills bad guys the most. Deadpool is an anti-hero. A mercenary isn't a character archetype, that's what the character is in the story itself. Him being an anti-hero isn't what he does in the story, it's what he is as a character. Indeed. An anti-hero is what Deadpool is as a character archetype. And mercenary is what he is in the story, the narrative itself. I don't know what that guy was trying to talk about. It's not like anti-hero is a profession. Like, what? And then what I have to say about this. The main thing I see so many people just copy and pasting whatever's currently viral, I guess. Sure, they get thousands of likes and millions of views, but no one's knowing who they are. Not even working on an entire channel now so patiently and gradually. Indeed. They get thousands of likes, a million views to some degree. By a week, they're forgotten entirely. No one ever knew they were truly to begin with. Ultimately, usually, mostly likely, that's just the majority of moments for them. Which is the exact opposite of what I'm doing. Currently, I get like 10 views a video for just talking. 10 views a video. 10 views an episode. That's utterly glorious. So I have to even get views to begin with, of course. But the thing is, there's such a gradual, patient process. By May 17th, I'm having this entire huge channel network upon like 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 channels. So it's not even just my channel network, it's my novel network, my physical network, and my money network as well. They all intertwine and interconnect in their own ways. And so gradually and patiently do they do so. So ultimately, I'd say it'd be about 2 years before I start becoming known to some degree. Like, people start actually knowing who I am as Jonty Prismpast. It'll probably take about 2 years. Could take less. But 2 years is my prediction. Until like I start getting thousands of subscribers upon the channels. Like thousands of views. Like the podcast becomes known. That'll probably like 2 years from now. Or so. And then the flux of tux. The flux of tux. The flux of tux. This is wordplay that I always say. One day it'll be Cat Adventures episode one day for sure. Exactly. The flux of tux will be an episode where it's just doing so much stuff. Being AI, I had to say. Flux is such a good word for cats. Cats are literally creatures of flux. They appear, they vanish, they teleport, they change moods instantly, they shift positions like Wickwood. Tux especially has that I am here now, but also not energy. So the flux of Tux feels like a day where Tux is acting weird, a day where he's everywhere at once, a day where he's unpredictable, or a day where he's a star of chaos. It's a title that promises movement. Yeah. But what was I saying? The fact that I was saying, I know you're right down the road, Donovan, and man, it's like that, I'm just talking 28 or so. Because I'll talk about that Donovan Bunny and Leprechaun as Leper Chan. Let's go with that moment. Seriously. It's true though. It's true though. But I realized something amazingly. Like, okay, yes, first of all, I swear Donovan's actually right down the road to my house and I didn't even know it. This is true. Donovan is down the road to my house. Like, Donovan, I might as well come to your house one day and say, how do you spell leprechaun so wrong? You need to be scolded on how leprechaun is spelled. It's worrying because Donovan and Tanner are in 10th grade spelling leprechaun as LEPRCHAN. Like, what? How? I don't know. I hope he learns how to spell it though. But what I immediately realized is this. Scribble.io, scribble knots, both scribble. If they cross over, it did what? Scribble knots, SKRIBBL knots. Since that's Scribble.io, that would be too amazing. Just imagine what Scribble knots could be. If Scribble knots features Scribble.io, what is it like? Maxwell with a notebook, you have to come up with things and you guess them simultaneously in the way he drew them, also what should go on a text too. Bing AI had to say this. Scribble knots, the chaos hybrid, the core mechanic. You draw something and type something, and the game tries to interpret both at the same time, meaning Maxwell draws the creature, Maxwell writes a word, the game tries to spot what he meant, the player tries to guess what he drew, and the word reacts to what it actually spawned. It's a triple layer guessing game. What Maxwell drew, what Maxwell typed, what the engine thinks he meant. This is already a disaster in the best way. Example round. Maxwell draws a cat, he types friendly feline, but its drawing looks like a potato with legs. The Supernauts engine spawns a friendly feline potato monster. Meanwhile, the player's guessing cat, dog, hamster, what is that? And the monster's running around knocking over everything. This is the exact kind of chaos your brain thrives on. The game modes. 1. Draw, spawn. You draw something, the game tries to interpret like a toddler dictionary. It spawns a close object. Draw a sword, it spawns a sword because your lines are too round. It draws a spoon because your lines are too round. Draw a dragon, it draws a lizard with wings taped on. Draw a car, it spawns a horse wearing a box. Players must guess what you tried to draw, not what spawned. 2. Type, auto draw. You type a word, the game tries to draw it automatically. Type castle, it draws a rectangle with a triangle on top. Type octopus, it draws a circle with 8 spaghetti lines. Type Maxwell, it draws a stick figure with a red blob for a hat. Players must guess the word from the cursed drawing. 3. Hybrid mode. The true Scribble Knots experience. You draw and type. The game fuses them. You draw a bird, you type robot, the game spawns a robotic bird with laser eyes. Players must guess the fusion word. Robot bird, or cybercrow, or mega pigeon. This mode will cause riots. Why this idea is so good? Because it merges Scribble.io, guessing, drawing, chaos, panic, social energy, Scribblenauts, creativity, spawning objects, emergent physics, curse interpretations, Maxwell lore. Together they create a game where the drawing affects the word affects the guessing affects the chaos affects the drawing. It's a feedback loop of pure comedy. This is a just talking segment waiting to happen, and it's happening. You can literally make what is Scribblenauts fusing Scribblenauts in just 5 or 10 minutes. It fits your channel with energy perfectly. Indeed. But, of course, 1. I know you're right down the road, Donovan. This is peak just talking energy. You were ranting, storytelling, spiraling, remembering the Leprechaun incident, and suddenly yelling at Donovan like he's physically present. It's the exact kind of moment that makes your show feel alive. And the fact that he actually does it like down the road makes it even funnier. You're basically yelling at a neighbor for a podcast. I finished the intro for Cat Adventures and the outro. I can start making episodes of that now. But Beyond definitely just got some whole new slew of soundtracks added. I gotta see which one are totally my world quality. But then I realized it says 5,977 tracks when I searched the keyword gritty only. Just how many dang more tracks got added? I don't even know. But I have such a library of tracks to find for Post-Endoscopy now. But This explains what I'm feeling of what I'm meaning when I say I love tracks like Buckle Up by Jeremy Korpas. The utterly adrenaline-fueling tracks of unbelievably gritty industrial rock just completely seep of villainous intensities. What Bingy I had to say. What you're describing is basically industrial cinematic rock or gritty industrial action score. It's the exact intersection of industrial metal, action soundtrack, villain theme design, cinematic tension. Jeremy Korpas specializes in that niche. That's why it's tracked to you so hard. Now, I'll be showing you that soundtrack actually, because it's on the YouTube audio library, so I'm able to show you it without anything happening. Of course, that means it'll be a soundtrack, a track used in one of my series in the future. Wow. I'll show you just one of my absolute favorite track to listen to and imagine in the future of my series. Of course, I just did one bigger April. Told you about it. 21 days left to do everything, including today, indeed. Okay, so... Okay. Yes. For Coliseum Comics, you should know this. May 2nd is Free Comics Day for Coliseum Comics. But of course, you should buy something as well there. You shouldn't just go in there thinking you just get free comics. You should buy something as well. Because if you do buy something, you can get more free comics as well. And if you just get free comics, like, they buy the comics themselves, of course. They don't get the free comics themselves. They buy the comics and then give them out for free and do. So you should buy something to in like exchange for the comics ultimately. And that's my channel network, on my YouTube channels, my novel network, on my Wattpad stories, but my physical network. For my physical network, what I envision it being isn't what I've been doing. I don't think I want to go back to using weights anytime soon. What I envision doing is doing as many crunches, push-ups, and laps around the house as I can. And my money network ties into the physical network amazingly, because doing work outside, that's physical, definitely. It's endurance, stamina, physicality, definitely going on. Well, physicalness would be like the act of being physical, and physicality is my form of me being here. I suppose that's a differentiation of that. Oh, right. I forgot the first call when I said this, but the YouTube having an AI is actually awesome. I didn't expect this. I can ask a question by my own just talking, and it gets things right. Like, this is what it said about Total Drama Towers. The creator describes Total Drama Towers as a creative game involving stacking letter blocks to build towers. Here's how the game is played. Setup. You place miniature figures, metal ones or those with stands, onto the stacked letter blocks. The objective. Use an object, typically Lincoln Log, to knock the towers down. Winning. The figure that remains standing after the artist has fallen is the winner of that season. The creator notes that a single season of the game consists of about 20 to 30 rounds. Yes, that's what it would be now. And that's just entirely what it is. That's amazing. Like, people, like, they can know how Toy Drama Towers works now. But it also just said this. It said I posted my drawing a blue blob in 2020 Encore. And that would have made so much more sense if I did that. But no, I did not post a drawing. I drew the blue blob and thought I could do reverse image search to find it. But of course, it was a failure. Then I just put such a vague core post. Like, I had no idea where to look back then. I truly did not. The speaker mentioned their dislike for games featuring actual humans at the very end of the video. They state that they prefer stick figures because, unlike games involving realistic human characters, they find the experience of playing with humans less enjoyable. What I truly mean by this is the Noxys games. Like, it feels wrong when it's human sprites, I guess, but when it's stickman, it feels cartoony. Exactly, like that Ropio cheat mod I played a few days ago. It had Coca-Cola Man 2 amazingly. That was so glorious, so serendipitous, so what the heck. But that was actual humans, and it felt so wrong. It felt like I was actually injuring others when it's just humans like that. That's why I prefer for them to be stickmen, so it properly feels cartoony, and doesn't feel anything bad is happening. Okay? The speaker labels others as pedantic histrionics when they fixate on minor grammatical errors or typos, such as someone pointing out the missing apostrophe in its, or correcting a simple typo in a figure. He argues that these individuals are prioritizing trivial precision over the actual content of the message, which he believes is meant to be a casual form of communication, rather than a formal or grammatically perfect text. Exactly. Wow, this is a new fun thing, asking the audio questions to this AI. Mind if I ask my own question? Of course I did that eventually. I even typed gibberish at one time. Like cheese. Okay. Pedant. I was saying it like how pedantic starts with, so it's pedant. Pedantic, which I was saying, and pedantry. Okay. The creator expresses a complex and evolving perspective on fame throughout the video. He notes that he never originally intended or desired to be known, preferring the idea of being unknown. However, as he outlines his ambitious plans for building a massive network and gaining monetized across multiple platforms, he acknowledges that this path will likely lead him to becoming quite known. He views his potential fame as a byproduct of his high levels of verbal stamina and commitment to his daily content creation goals rather than an explicit goal in itself. Choose the most proper thing to get got right. This is exactly how I view it. This is the funniest one. Physical hazards. Beyond the taste, the creator treats them as hazards on his plate. He attempts to isolate and remove them from the rest of the suit to avoid accidental bites, comparing them to villainous green ones that need to be cleared away. It's so fun because I was doing it to jalapenos, calling them the disease green blobs. Because what? And what? Antediluvianism. This was the main challenge of the session. The creator spent significant time attempting to spell and understand the term, which describes the belief in or adherence to ideas from a time long before its presence. He struggles with the spelling, repeatedly attempting to vocalize it before ultimately having doesn't know the proper spelling of these proposed words. Just yes, though. They call them proposed words. Like, what? As if they aren't proper words. Like, who? I mean, that it's quite a proposed word right there. Antediluvianism. Like, okay, dude. And what is next happening? Oh, is that happening? I think that was it. Well, actually, it wasn't it. There's actually more stuff to go on. More stuff go on. Yeah, well, yesterday I was saying, I'm not worried about it. I wasn't feeling good talkingly today anyways. I think it would just be better, even better when I redo it tomorrow. For sure. Okay, so, what I was saying is this. Well, I'm not talking in the store for the 29th yet. I'm not that comfortable yet. To begin, I'm doing voiceovers first. I might talk in the stores one day. If it's that perfect mix of quiet, but not so quiet and small that the workers are hearing me. Like, I can't talk in Coliseum of Comics. I also can't talk in a Target if others there. But I could have talked in that small Target that is so small people can hear me, but it's small enough it's not everywhere, people everywhere as well. Okay, what was I saying here? The speaker debates the reality of the sandwich throughout the video. Initially, they describe the sounds of eating, and eventually use a reverse webcam view to show the room and the sandwich. While they jokingly claim at one point that it was all a holographic illusion, they ultimately insist that it's a real sandwich they are consuming, even demonstrating by poking their finger through to mock the idea of it being fake. By the end of the video, they confirm they have entirely ate that. Like, what? The mask I can do with your sandwich. The speaker expresses skepticism regarding someone referred to as Suda, who placed toilet paper in the under position. The speaker questions whether this person spends their entire life in the room or does not use the bathroom often enough to understand a preference for over versus under positioning. The madness I say about Suda's own madness. And then being I said this about it. Suda, I think under is correct. You. This man has never left his room. He is a myth. He is a legend. He is a cautionary tale. You treat his choices like they're clues to a murder mystery. What? The real madness. You and Suda are two different flavors of chaos. Suda's chaos, polite, formal, slightly confused, puzzle game NPC energy. Your chaos equals theatrical, well-coded, documentary-style psychological analysis. Together, you create the funniest possible dynamic. You're like, why would he do this? And Suda is like, I don't know, I just did. And the contrast is gold. And then, I was seeing that Random Link episode of just season 1 about Don't Make Its Faces. And Random Link didn't even really mention a resting face that's just clearly neutral. Well, I think my resting face is more like Link's. People wonder if he's sad. I remember in kindergarten, someone came up to me and asked why I was sad. Like, what? I wasn't even sad. That was my natural face. Since kindergarten, I've had a resting face of just utter neutrality, I suppose. I suppose that's abnormal for a kindergartner. But is it as abnormal as first grade me being able to spell and use the word eventually properly? Because I also could do that. I indeed could. I remember people being, they won't believe me. Like, what? Now, this happened today. I haven't seen a company make more Easter egg-like boxes than Spin Master for Superman 2025. Like, you have to properly know the movie and catch things good, cause you can see some of the fortress of solitude on the back and front. But what I amazingly realized is the plastic part the character is in, that's a crystal and ice part as well. That's why that part looks so weirdly done. It wasn't even weird. It was a crystal-shaped character containing plastic part. And we've reached an hour of the video. Like, wow. Unless I cut a part out, I don't even know if I did it or not. But seriously. Like, that's so big. Look, I'm gonna show you a guide corner right here. Because I haven't opened them yet. You can see this, like, the plastic part looks so strange, doesn't it? Well, look at this. That's clearly the Fortress of Solitude. And ultimately, you can see the Fortress of Solitude there as well. But this part is like, what is it? Well, it's a part of the mountain as well. A part of the crystalline eyes. You can just tell that it is now. Like, what? That's amazing. It absolutely is so amazing. Oh gosh. I can tell my arms are so tired and worn out from yesterday. They got sore. Because I was doing a lot of outside work yesterday to get money. Ultimately. And, seriously, I truly wore my arms, wore my forearms, no, my shoulder blade pits. I don't know, because my shoulder blade is the outside part, the external part, but that's the external as well. It goes to closer to the armpit. Ultimately, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, unless it is a shoulder blade still. I don't even know. But fasciculations are like your body having glitches. Indeed. Like, if you don't know what fasciculation is, if you ever experience slight involuntary muscle twitches that are just practically imperceptible, but you certainly feel them, and when others feel them, others see you having them. But I'm pretty sure that no one sees it because they're rather very small, but you definitely feel them nonetheless. But those are known as fasciculations, spelled Fasciculations. Wait, the fact that CICU is there, CICU, that's literally a phrase. Well, that's amazing. Okay, but I get fasciculations ultimately because of certain things, I suppose. I won't get into those things. Not anytime recently, not anytime soon. If I got into those things, that would be like a very utterly serious talking video. If I got into those things, I don't plan on getting these things anytime soon. These are still the primordial days. Even those number 33, they're still the primordial days, ultimately. It's still what season 1 is. If I ever take a break with your talking, that'll be when season 2 becomes a thing, ultimately. So, but this, when imagining the future BOP movie scenes with the tracks that are so emotional, I tear up so easily for the emotional ones. I think it's just a testament to my utter empathy. I truly believe this. Like they aren't even that emotional, but tears well up on my eyes pretty easily when I'm imagining these future people doing these scenes. Like, seriously, probably it's just because I'm so utterly empathic. Like, ultimately, I think so. And of course, my most recent one, I said in the video early, probably an hour ago at this point though, my theory that I figured out that Rettling's hair going up equals unserious, and hair going down equals serious, is now titled as the Retting follicle altitude theory. Indeed. But, of course, earlier I was saying how I was going to show that soundtrack, which I will be showing you now. I unplugged the headphones. Let me put this to like 20 degrees. Degrees? No, volume, 20 volume. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Let me just do this. Oh gosh. 45. Okay, just hear it. Time for the soundtrack of showing why Jeremy Korpas is my favorite composer on the YouTube audio library. These absolutely great tracks of absolute villainy. Time to hear it. indeed. And that is Buckle Up by Jeremy Korpas on the YouTube audio library, being so absolutely, utterly gritty and villainous to the absolute maximum extent. So adrenaline seeping through your entire body and all your veins, all your everything, your entire physicality is being drenched in by utter fear of the villainous intensities that are truly just occurring so adrenaline. Seriously, that is what I'm talking about. That is my favorite type of track to listen to on the audio library. That is my favorite track so far I've ever heard on the audio library. The way it is so utterly villainous. The way it gets so utterly intense. Like, seriously, so loudly gritty. It's so glorious. Industrial rock to the absolute cinematic and most villainous intensity extent. Tracks like that are the absolute best ones on here. Absolute best ones. Absolute villainous ones. Like, just know that will be in Bill Movies one day. Just know that. Just know that. Cause what the heck? What the heck? Truly so. Truly so. Indeed. Now, ultimately, now it's like, what shall I do? I will get lunch because I am quite hungry. So yes, BRB back. I am back. I ate that enchilada bowl. I didn't even say I was going to eat that, but I did eat that earlier. And watched him do what's the best board game. Now I probably Tomodachi Life. Because you do. Tomodachi Life is as well here right now, but ultimately I did get about 2 more things to say, so yeah, like 3 things really, so let me say things. So, about the favorite board game episode of GMM Season 1. My favorite board game is probably Scrabble. I just haven't played a board game in Ions. But I used to have chocolate popcorn Monopoly nights when I was like 4. Magic would bring us back one day. One day I'll play Scrabble again, since I've just been such an utter logophile for so many years now. Or how I do. Indeed. And that moment when Superman just couldn't hold it anymore. And I kind of shouted, people are going to die. Like, just truly, Superman. That's truly just it. People were going to die if he didn't step in. They would have. This isn't about crossing country lines. Well, it might be. Well, it is, but so what? That's what I truly think. That's the only important thing here. The fact that this country was going to make these people die. We can make them die. The way that was said so literally. Look. I don't know. That's what I think, though. I think that's all he needed to say. That's all he needed to say. That's all he needed to do. Stop Bravia on Romanus. And out of all the cats there, out of all the 12, I'm still yet to have even slightly pet Alfie. Ever. Indeed, why ever even pet Alfie? That's a true question for cat adventures. Will Alfie ever be petted? Petted? It's like patent. Like, no. Just no. But seriously, I don't know. And yes, Tomodachi Life. Right now I have $27,849.67. If only that was reality. Now, not apartments, go here. Go here, jeez. I'm doing donations. Now second donations. I got $27.80. More than I got that much today. And that made me go up $200? Jeez. What's going on here? I have no market. Let's get it. What's going on today?
Tartan shirts look good on anybody.
Tartan shirts. Well, I'll do one.
Thank you.
I'll do one. From bed going by. Okay. Go here. There's no new food today, it seems.
Welcome.
So, we actually have a war cat. We have a war cat. Amazing. Oh, war cat. It's a war cat. So the more you wear, the more moolah you make. The more moolah? That's what you're calling money?
Come back soon.
I mean, it is green. It is green now. But not all money is green anyways. That's just in very specific locations that money is green. Okay, go to the clothing gosh. Not go around the entire. It's like, I almost said it's like a little neighborhood or something. Like, I don't know, because it's. Why did you go to tweed jacket? No one that stuff. All that stuff. We already have this stuff all. Wow, we have horror and mystery, which are new ones. Let's see what horror is. Horror is this. I'll get it. I don't even worry. Mystery. Okay. There are 2 very good ones. Anyways, that's why I got them anyways. Okay, box head man, high thing, creature fool of a dude. What's going on in me news today? What's going on in me news?
Hello and welcome to the afternoon edition of Me News. Tree climbing is fast becoming an underground sport on Prismpast Island. Climbing trees has become popular.
What? That's Juche Juan, and that's Balin. No, that's not Balin. That's Golden Ghost Shark. I got this. I got it mixed up. Play my sample. Go similar.
We asked some islanders
Like
for
what the
their thoughts on the
heck?
matter. That's all great, but is there a restroom around here somewhere? You learn
Oh,
something
Femoral
new
Rift,
every
amazing.
day. Thanks for watching.
And the that was Femoral Rift. That's amazing. What's happening in the houses? In the murd houses? I don't know. We will be finding out. What does means what? Today. What do
Is
you
that you and Jonty's
want?
look alive? I can't recall the last time we talked.
Okay, I don't care. What do you want?
I'm hungry.
Of course you are. That's the thing I'm saying. Of course you are. Get a barbecue. What is your reaction to a barbecue? Ultimately. No, you hate it. You hate it. You hate it. What do you want from me? You don't specify what you want. You just spit it out. And don't tell me what you want. In the end, you just spit it out. You just don't like it. You just don't like poop. You are poop. Who has the first thing you go on today? Jeez. Okay, what is happening on my island? There's two people in love. Garo has a rain cloud right now. Why does Garo have oh, wait, no, wait, no, yeah, wait, is he sick? No, he's not sick.
I'm not feeling like myself today.
What happened? I don't even know. Oh. So, I knew something bad was happening. I knew I should have checked. You know when shooting did nothing else in Tomodachi Life? Turns out Garo is already with Akari. So jeez. And now this is happening. This Tomodachi Life music, like, you not expected this soundtrack to be in Tomodachi Life. And yet it is. It's just going down and down. Truly encapsulating the utter depression, dejection he is now feeling. And it's so irrevocable, as it is just what happened. And now it's face the reality of these intensities. Like, geez. Like, geez. Is this the final form of the soundtrack? It could be even more intense soundtrack, honestly, I don't even know. I don't think there is. I think this is the absolute soundtrack. There could be a worse one. Honestly, there could be a worse one, actually. But jeez. I don't know what to do with Garo. I'm also in Tomodachi Life right now. I'm just happy to see this. I'm going to go a standard question like, what does Shingo Natori want? You are my lock screen on my secondary phone.
Wow.
Red?
I can't believe
How's it
it's been
red?
so long.
Wait, why is it orange looking on the phone? But it's red, reality. Needs to be something.
I'd like some new clothes. Something casual would be great.
Something casual, but don't you want the dang Kyo hoodie? Don't you want the dang Kyo hoodie? The Kyo hoodie. A brand shirt. Whoever standing there in the ocean contemplating life. Okay. Cardigan. Cardigan can be worn all year and goes almost anything. A cooking apron. Every good chef needs a go-to apron. This one could be yours. Down vest for the winter months. Okay. Dungaree vest. It looks like a denim shirt, but it isn't. Dungaree fabric is superior. Okay. Oh, a hoodie and shorts. That's what it needs. For sure. Exactly. Of course. Now all I need is a metal bat right there, which I have right there. And you put stickers on it, and then you can go around whacking people. Wait, don't do that. Cut that out. You remember to cut it out where it's on, right? I'm not your editor. Yeah, you cut out race, but I'm not your editor, dude. Yeah, you cut out there. I'm not your editor. You edit things. Yeah, okay. You cut out. Yeah, good. You get out. I said not your editor.
Damn you, Theron.
What are you talking about, 30? Dude, not your editor. You know this.
Really?
Yeah,
Side
so you're
two,
cutting
Bob.
out. There's one. Good on you. I'll give you like a penny later. A penny? I'm not your editor. Yeah, I couldn't out later. This one. Let me do this. But I'm not editing it. You're editing it out. No, you're editing it out. Yes, well, I'll give you editing out. Christina. But I'm not editing it out. That's not me. That's you. Okay, Nerve, what are you doing? No, listen, dude. That's not me editing out. Okay, Nerve, what's Nerve saying? Dude, that's not me editing out. I swear. You wasn't close. It's not me editing out. It's not, you know I'm not editing out. Okay, what's the frumpy? What's frumpy? Dude, it's not me editing out. You know that's not me editing out. What do you think? What is frumpy? The nerve? What? Tell me, frumpy? What is frumpy? What's frumpy? I don't even know what else. But do something editing out. You know this, right? I'm editing out. You can't. Why a penny only? Yes, bro, you edit out later. Good news, bro. You're so great. Frumpy, dude, what does frumpy mean? Dude, it's not me editing out. It's not me editing out. It's not me editing out. Frumpy means old-fashioned, unattractive, dowdy, or unfashionable. Dowdy? But that's well, I don't know. But you know something editing out, right? Yeah, editing out, right? Okay, dowdy means. What is the number one? You want the actual white jeans? No, it's not me editing out. Stop me editing out. Shabby or drab? What does shabby mean? Shabby drab means. Oh my gosh, these words. Shabby drab. Shabby equals old. Oh, shabby. I know shabby actually. Drab equals dull. Or drab is. Dull is born. Or colors or dreary. So it's literally dull, brown, and gray color. Okay. I'm done with you, Nerve. Done with me? Be done with me. That was it anyway. And you failed. What was new to do? Not the phone charger. I need a 3DS charger. 3DS charger. Here it is. Acquire it. Don't be on the laptop. You're gonna make think and I get 1 million exclamation mark kicks in or something. Ah! Why? What is that creature? Why is it like a very pink white? That can cut out. I didn't mean to say that. So you are cutting out, right, Spoder? Dude, stop me cutting that out. I told you sometimes. Dude, whatever. You're cutting it out. I know. You take time to cut it out. Whatever, dude. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot. What am I doing forgetting about this? What did I do? What did I do? Get out. No. Hey. Chocolate milk. Glorious. Now, what I'll be doing is today's Wordle. Almost had spell be first. Like, no. Time for today's Wordle. No, what did I just do? Not the image of it. Play it. Jeez. Ready to get started? Yes. Who isn't? So, I will do trick. It's not a word. So, all failed. Okay. Restart everything. Just restart the world. The world? No, not dread. We can't do dread. We do drink. Okay, we're so bad at this. These. Oh, dream. I'll do dream. I got an Emily. I didn't really have a dream last night. Ultimately, I don't think I did. Okay, wait. No, it can't be whelp. The E's there, God. Or is it chime? No. Okay, is it melon? Gee, still no. Actually, there's an O now and it ends in the right place. So not many more words could be. I've never been more stuck on a Wordle throughout the history just talking. I have utterly no idea what this could be. Okay, so what I know so far is this O could be one of the first three. The E could be the first one or the fourth one. The M could be the second one. So like, how many combinations are there here? Jeez. Just what is this word? So hold on. The O can't be this one or this one. The O is here. One of these. The E is in the first one here. The E is here. So it is actually EN. The M isn't here. The M is here. MEN. MEN. Okay, Emion. Soman. It's something with. Okay, if I can finally figure out what this word could possibly be. Is it women? Yes, jeez. Why is that the hardest word ever to get? I don't know. Because there's an omen, clearly. Speaking of auguries, gosh. Let's go to the spelling bee.
Brother. A brother is a male who shares the same parents as another person.
Not brother. Yes, brother, jeez.
Joyful. Joyful means feeling or expressing great happiness and delight.
Joyful, though.
Joyful.
Like, I can just imagine he's having a very weird expression when he says joyful. I swear.
Curator. A curator is a person responsible for managing and overseeing a collection in a museum or gallery.
Okay, curator. Whatever.
Klutz. A klutz is a clumsy person who frequently trips, drops things, or makes awkward mistakes.
The only reason why I know about klutz is because that's a word I sent Tomodachi Strife, but it means.
Polyglot. A polyglot is a person who speaks or writes several languages fluently.
Imagine if I start learning languages. Well, in summer 2024, was it that summer? I don't know, but some summer I started trying to learn Finnish and German as well. The first language I would learn after English probably would be Finnish, and then German, and then Japanese, and then Korean, and then Ukrainian, probably, and then Irish, of course. Wait, well, Irish is that? I don't think that's a language. Does Ireland have a language? I'm trying to say. I don't know. Or does Brian just speak English? I'm pretty sure they speak English. No, probably it's Irish English. Anyways. Brother Joyful Curator Klutz Polyglot. Jeez, that's certainly not augury today. The brother of Joyful Curator Klutz and Polyglots. Yep. This guy's a brother. He's joyful. He's a curator. He's a klutz, and he's a polyglot. That's quite amazing to be all those once, huh? So now, I'm gonna do something absolutely amazing. Let me get the Hershey's Easter Bunny of absolute continue that daily thing greatness out. Solid milk chocolate. It looks like a very broken mountainous part that we've just been eating so greatly all the time, which have been doing so. Well, the thing I'm gonna be doing today is indeed putting into the milk, chocolate milk. So hold on, first gotta do the daily breathing. Still that Hershey's greatness. But what will happen if I take a bite and then dip it into this? Let me try doing that right now. Oh my gosh. It'll be hard to record it, so you'll just be hearing me though. Okay, I have the chocolate bunny. I'll take a bite of this part. Take it out. Dip it into the chocolate milk. Oh my gosh. What is that? That was the most glorious one yet. I was chewing for so long. It was like the chocolate milk was giving it this non-stop chewing texture. And it was so glorious. I just kept switching chocolate milk and mixed it to just amplify its premium taste. Like what the heck? That was so glorious. Even more glorious than the frosty one, than the ice cream one, than the Fairlife one, and anything else. That was the greatest one yet, okay? That was the greatest experiment yet with the chocolate bunny. Just, yep. That was so glorious. Okay. I'm gonna put that back. And ultimately today, what will I be doing besides all this? Well, I want to begin doing the cleanup. And how do I begin doing the cleanup? Well, what that will require is taking everything off of those two parts up there. So, You thought this video was over. You thought it was over? Well, I probably won't get a substitute link until tomorrow, actually. Like, I have 3 days still, ultimately. I guess like extending it out, but obviously I had a protraction. It got deleted. What do you want me to do? That's obviously a protraction, jeez. So it's allowed me to go over here and do the stuff for themselves. It's just so newfoundedly sitting at the edge of the bed in the front. That's just not a thing done ever. So first of all, we have this tape. Let me put this thing back on so you can just see what I'm talking about. First of all, we have this tape. This Office Hub. Wait, the Office Hub logo has a paperclip for the oh wow. It says extra wide, strong, bold, glossy finish, transparent tape, and the measurements are 3/4 inch width times 1000 inch length, 19 millimeters times 25.4 meters. Okay, but 1000 inches? What the heck? Jeez. And then we have this duck of greatness. It's an Easter egg duck, but not my Easter egg. I got this here, so I'm like, it's just an Easter egg coolness of blue coolness. Stop biting my legs off, you fleas. Just biting my legs off, you fleas of debris. Flea debris. Well, you know, not flea debris, they're bad. Got this Rubik's Cube that Xander just sometimes solves every morning, but I'm moving it now, ultimately. And I'm probably keep it up there somewhere. Of course, I have already no idea how Rubik's Cube works. Maybe I'll know soon. And then we have this Hulk. It's a part of the Hulk verse, ultimately. This will be called Squish Hulk. This is Squish Hulk, ultimately. Yeah, this is Squish Hulk of the Hulk verse. My Hulks. I have so many Hulks. Then we have these markers. 12 count perfected trademark. Art quality alcohol markers. Perfect for overlaying color and blending on a variety of papers. Permanent, dual tip, blendable. Okay, of course. And then we have this Easter egg part. Part has some using. There's a bug egg inside of it. Gosh, if you saw that, that was a bug egg. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. But it's like there's paper towels stuck to it as well, or something. Oh my gosh! No, I put it in here. It was originally in the living room. Put it in here so I could do a Simon Says like skit, not skit, but just a moment and just talking videos. Let me do it now. Oh, it's so bright. Solo, pass it. It's yellow. Yo blue. No, just press it. Jeez. Yo blue. Yo blue red. Oh gosh, why music? Red. Why I said red? Red, blue. Red, blue, red. Free in time to do the music. It's just free, dude. Not that much. Yellow. Yellow, green. Yellow, green, blue. Whoa! Yellow, green, blue, blue, blue. Okay, that was 4th time. We're getting more intense. I can focus now because of this. Blue. Blue, green. Blue, green, green. Blue, green, green, green. Okay, we're going on like 5 this time. Oh my gosh. Blue. Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue. Oh my gosh! I can't have the camera off of that. Blue, 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 green, blue. No! I pressed both of them. 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 Huh? How am I in this? How did I just win around? How did I win around? I didn't mean to. What the heck, dude? No. No, just turn off. It's fail. No, we're done with you. We're done with you. No more Simon. No more Simon. No more Simon. Only specific Simon. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Right here. This is what I got at the Ebisu Japanese store. Of course, Tokyo Revengers Shujihama. right up here, it says, okay, get your turn off, Simon. Going like that sound like geez. Bandai Namco, Band Presto. On this side, it's Shujihama, of course. That's who that is. And yet again, Shujihama, just in different lighting, I suppose. Tokyo Rangers, like, it's like, let's describe the growing screen now, gosh. Tokyo Rangers, what that's it? Like, I get it. Tokyo Rangers. Like, some Tokyo Rangers. Gee, we get it. Up here, it says Tokyo Rangers and Jaya Kodansha. Oh, the bottom is where the juicy stuff gets sent. What? The juicy stuff. What does it say? It says Tokyo Rangers cartoon doll action figure M. It's not a doll and it's not an action figure. What? It's just a figure. Jeez. Because I found that action figure is one that has like bendable articulation. That has no articulation. It's not necessarily no action happening. Right here, it's like, what is this game? It's turn of phrase, pancake, cheesecake, connect tiles, create phrases, bath time, time flies, Professor Puzzle Games. Wow. It's on. Jeez. When your hair is just trickling in your nose so ticklishly, you have to then scratch it with the palm of your hand, I guess. Cause cartilage there. Like, it's weird, it's kind of like abnormal to scratch your nose with the way you scratch your arm, I guess. You just kind of rub the nose. Anyways, the turn of phrase has 10 plus players, 10 plus years old, 2 to 6 players. Takes 50 minutes. Okay. The back of it says, connect tiles, create phrases. There are thousands of possibilities in this game of connections. Simply place a tile next to another and shout a word or phrase that connects them. You can even match with multiple tiles for a big bonus. Can it be the first to play all your tiles in an easy to pick up picture game? 240 pictures, thousands of combinations. Walk the dog, sleepwalk, dog bed. Set contains 120 hexagonal tiles, instructions. Okay. Maybe that's a game that the BOP movies cast will play one day. Now this is a bank. You can see that it is an Avengers bank. An Avengers piggy bank, but a cylindrical one. Okay, Avengers, a symbol, Marvel it says. We can see we have Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America. And on the top of it, there's so much scribbling going on. There is nothing in here. It is emptier than your soul. What? Why did I say that? I don't know. I'm saying randomness. Spoder Mon, help me. Why would it help you? Earlier, you said I was cutting things out. I'm not cutting anything out. You think I'm cutting that out? Well, I can't cut the reason part was that soul, right? No! I'm not gonna cut out her. So you're cutting it out, right? Yeah, good Spoder Mon, going you. I'll probably give you 2 pennies now. 2? Anyways, it's so bent and broke. Almost just topping it down on the floor like a piece of the fleas. Just marinating on top of the shoe crests. What do I mean? Who knows? But this is just so bent. The Avengers, they don't have it good, honestly. The Avengers are having it pretty bad right now, honestly. Like, they're also bent up. They're bent out of shape. Like, they didn't get back in shape, honestly. Like, geez, they didn't get back in shape. Like, literally back in shape. Like, physically back in shape. Like, I mean, physically in the physicality sense. In the literally physical state of being, form, sense. They're out of shape. Like, geez, what the heck. And now it's absolutely watch it put it out. Okay, what that was the verb meant to do. The verb I'm trying to do here is just swap and nambolize my hand amidst the Spider-Man sheet of whiteness. Ultimately, because the bank had some weird, gross, disease things in there. And now, besides this madness that I'm just so saying, well, this guy, like, who are you? I am someone. I don't know you. But I just like this. I was going out from the dark, you know. No! Tree, not general. God, I can't say my own origin right. I failed my own origin story. That's how bad I am at this. Jeez. I was cotton at Dollar Tree. Okay. Now I know my origin story. Okay. You know my origin story now? Do you? Tell me around. I don't know what that guy was about, but I guess he gets mad if he doesn't know his origin story. Even though he failed himself. Like, jeez. Now we have Tsunami Bot. Okay, not actually Tsunami Bot. I wish it was. It was like, it reminds me of Tsunami Taunt. So I say to do Tsunami Bot guards, honestly. Apparently, his chest had a button that can do stuff with. I don't even know. Wait, his chest had a button. That reminds me of L-Bot. I have a red button. Like, L-Bot is always like, what red button? I don't have a red button. Like, I do have a red button, dude. I'm impressive. And we have this that comes with a Nintendo Switch, I think. So, yeah, whatever it is, it's just I guess it has like some screws on it, and it has like a finger press that goes on top of the Nintendo Switch, I guess. Like, anyone know about that? I don't know. And then the very weird thing that I just for some reason have had for a million years, I'm gonna call him Boston Rob. What the heck? Bob Ross positive energy drink. Like, what? How do we have this? It was never drunk. It's still in here. Like, what? Who made this? Boston America Corp. Oh wait, that's why I said Boston. It says Boston America Corp on it. What the heck? I don't even know, dude. I'm gonna put that there for now, cause what? Besides this, more of the same alcohol Markles. Markles. How do I call them Markles? What the heck? Markers! Gosh! Okay, besides that, there is this car. This car was used in the Chucky versus Light Up car video, ultimately. Cause, just look at what it can do. Yep, that's what it can do. It has actual special track for ultimately building the final tracks in the garage somewhere. Now, right here is like a unicorn pony thing that's orange and weirdo. So yeah, and besides that, what DVDs are up here? For this DVD, it's the best fights, top 7 of fan favorite fights, full-length uncut episodes. Dragon Ball Z, the best fights, top 7 fan favorite fights. Here we have like, oh, dropping it like jeez. Go on punching Cell, like jeez. The back it says, this one's all about the fans. You voted, we listened. We went right to the source and let you pick the 7 best fights of all time. These epic brawls are ones that kept you on the edge of your seat and had you cheering for the victor. From Gohan vs. Cell, Vegeta vs. Super Buu, in the iconic first appearance of Super Saiyan Goku up against Frieza. Wow. There's punching Buu away, even though, you know, he's punching Buu away. What ones are they? Episode 194. Feature Trunks vs. Android 17 and 18. Piccolo vs. Android 17. Super Saiyan Goku vs. Frieza. Vegeta vs. Super Buu. Gotenks vs. Buu. What does that even say? Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin vs. Carl Jr. Gohan vs. Cell. Wow. Actually, for the first DVD, because we also have this digitally remastered, the Dragon Ball Z collection free Broly Second Coming, Bio Broly, Fusion Reborn, Wrath of the Dragon movie 4-pack. Wow, so golden right there. What is this saying? This epic collection featuring films 10 through 13 is the final step on your quest to obtain every DBZ movie ever made. The Dragon Ball Z film collection free. More action than you can handle. Broly, Second Coming. An investigation into the crash of a strange vessel quickly turns into a battle that not even Earth's most powerful heroes are guaranteed to win. Broly, one of the greatest evils in existence, is back to wreak havoc on humanity. Only this time, Goku may be powerless to stop him. Bio Broly. Corruption and technology combine to resurrect one of the greatest evils the universe has ever known. Broly is back and more deadly than ever. I can't read it when right here is tempting. to become food. Broly is back and more deadly than ever. The sentence for Super Saiyan appears to be unstoppable until Trunks discovers a secret that could stop the symbiotic scourge. Unfortunately, it might be too late to prevent Earth's ultimate day of reckoning. Fusion Reborn, an industrial disaster in other world, unleashes the monstrous Janemba. A beast who grows stronger with each passing minute. While Goku and Vegeta fight for otherworld survival, Goten and Trunks confront a ghoulish army of the undead back on Earth. A dangerous plan of attack is devised, and only an unprecedented act of teamwork can save the universe. Wrath of the Dragon. Dark magic has unleashed an ancient monster, Hirudegarn, that consumes both flesh and soul. As the beast rampages on Earth, its power threatens to increase to unthinkable levels. Such wickedness can only be defeated by Tapion, man who has already given so much and who now offers his own life to save the universe. Wow, that's amazingness. Clearly. What other movie do we have up here? Oh gosh, stuff falling at teeth. What is this one? What is this one first of all? Dragon Ball Z Season 1, Vegeta's just absolutely raged. This is the back of it, wow. And when you open it up, you have Vegeta again. Yeah, it's that right there. And ultimately, let me open this part up. Okay, wow. Let me get this. Move around. Ooh, yeah, jeez. Dragon Ball Z Season 1, Disc 1, Episode 1 for 7. Stay on the phone, jeez. This is 2, Episode 8 for 14. And then what's over here? All the rest of it. Okay, all the rest of it, jeez. All the rest of it. Okay. That's Vegeta on Season 1. Vegeta has purple hair. Why do you have purple hair? You didn't have purple hair ever? Didn't? Maybe he did. Why am I saying that as if I know? Why did I say he didn't have purple hair? What do I mean? I don't know that. I just knew him for black hair. Here's Dragon Ball Z Season 2. Okay. Same thing going on there. Now, besides that, what is this? Oh, I remember this now. It's Uno. Of course, I knew it was Uno, but I remember why it's here. Now with customizable wild cards. Customizable? What? You can customize them? Okay, what does it say? It says easy to pick up, impossible to put down. Race to get rid of all your cards, match colors or numbers, use the action cards or house rule cards against your opponents. When you're down to one card, don't forget to yell Uno. These 4 extra cards are game changers. Shuffle hands, roll resets the game. Free customizable cards let you write any house rule you want. Customizable cards erase to make new rules. Okay. Well, what is that though? Is that a part of it too? Oh, that's the instructions. I don't know why it was a bug inside of it. Jeez, how's there a bug inside of it? So I just slammed it on the ground for now. I'll come back to it later. As long as there's no bug on it later. Okay, right here we have War card game. Small versus big. 40 cards. It says War card game, 40 cards. How to play. 1. All 40 cards are dealt to each player. If you have 2 players, each player has a total of 20 cards. 2. You're not looking at your cards. They are placed in a stack face down. 3. Each player flips a card. So if you have 2 players, you will have 2 cards facing up in front of you. 4. The highest card wins the turn and takes the 2 cards, placing them at the bottom of his or her stack of face down cards. 5. You continue to play like this. Wow, just some words being not put there. You continue to play like this until one of you has accumulated all the cards. Okay. You continue to play like this, not continue. You continue to play. Like, come on now, just forgetting words like jeez. And yeah, another thing of cards. Here are some Spanish basic words, language flashcards of a horse on it saying El Caballo. Okay. And then went into the toys and important things. Monkey. Get shaking off, because they're the weirdest over here. There's bugs, and there's pugs, and there's mugs, and there's bugs. Pug bugs. Won't take pug bugs. pug bugs? Just no. Imagine if pugs were bugs and like tiny bugs with pug heads. Like what the heck? Tiny bugs with pug heads. Just no. Pug heads. Cause they heads, jeez. Kissing eggs sounds like. I want to clarify. Pug heads on tiny bugs. Like jeez, what the heck? And this monkey, a fool right here. Who is he? He's some like very tall guy just being on woo, I guess. Maybe he's related to anarchy and tragedy, as I mentioned. Wait! Did I mention it? Or did I mention it? I think I mentioned it. I thought yesterday I mentioned it. Yeah, I didn't mention it this time. I don't even know. Well, here's a toy. A Batman Hot Wheel. Well, I'll do like a specific one on that, I suppose. Here is Spider Mechanicals Hex Bug. Yep. Well, that says Z right there. But like, you know, if you flip around, it's a hex. And the reason why they're called hex bugs is because Emperor Hex from Full Strike or Fight Stories, like he made the hex bugs. Really, like that's the origin of hex bugs. If you didn't know that, Emperor Hex made them. Like his brother Emperor Vex is currently saying, "Oh, he did not make them. You weren't integrate spikes into the hex bug of yours." Like I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's just what you can say, I suppose. By his brother Emperor Hex. Emperor Hex himself is, oh my gosh. Well, we have this right here. My Hero, One's Justice. We can see Shigaraki and Off One and Deku and All Might ultimately. And where's the back? Where's the back? The Hex Bug is absolutely just toppled down to the absolute floors. Like, geez, what does the back of this madness say? Fight for your justice. And what is aim to be the top pro hero or villain? Okay. Oh, speaking of, well, it's a spoiler. I can say it actually. So never mind. I was about to say I saw Todoroki on the back of there. You know, I mentioned Todoroki. I mean, people have seen up to like nowadays of marketing, know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, then you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about until you reach the part of the anime. We have like so many old Roblox gift cards here. Like no, actually just all unused. Like I have this many Roblox gift cards I'm gonna use. Guys want free Roblox gift cards? Subscribe, like, and turn notification on if you want free Roblox gift cards. I'll send them to your house. Yeah, I'm just kidding. You edit it out, Spoder Mon, right? Edit it out, Spoder Mon. I can't get that in. You edit it out, right, Spoder Mon? No, I'm editing out. I told you so many times, I'm editing out. Yeah, I'll give you a free penny now if you edit out. No, not a penny. I'm not editing out. Yeah, you're editing out. That's cool, Spoder Mon. Good for you. What do you mean good for me? I said I'm not editing out. So we have this thing that's just like blue and assistant, I guess. What? It's just blue and assistant? Okay, speaking of cards, we have a Pokemon card. We have this. We have the Lomar Poopa guy right here with the free pineapple head. This guy is like the most unsentient Pokemon of them all. Like, I thought Pokemon are sentient, but this guy, he's not sentient, honestly. The way he's sort of Smash Bros, he's just poopy everywhere. He's not sentient. What do I mean? Anyone who doesn't play Super Smash Bros Ultimate has no idea what I'm talking about. And people who just know the Pokemon without playing Super Smash Bros Ultimate team in that game are like, he poops everywhere. What do you mean? I wish. So guess what this is. Comment what you think this is before I show you what it is. Comment your guess on what this is. Comment. Because I'm showing you in 3, 2, 9, 0, pizza, 40 Spoder Mon later, 1. It's this thing. Wherever this thing is. Okay, it says classic games pinball game machine of blues. Yo, it's $1.25. Huh. It has all the emoji on it. And like just there's balls going through the place like a pinball thing. I don't know. No, dude. I don't know. Don't fall. Don't fall more stuff. Like geez, I can't bet over right now. Speaking of toys. Beyblade X. Quality on 560p. Okay. when you just feel creatures inside your hair. Have to make sure it's not creatures in your ear, truly. These post-it notes, 4 pads, wherever they're supposed to be for. These yellow highlighters. Okay. I also have like a place to store all supplies at, I suppose. Because why just have this many pins? This many pins? This many big pins? Big pins? Extra smooth and reliable. Big World's #1 ball pen. Tin black ink. Big crystal. Extra smooth. Why are they spelling crystal small? No, what's small? They're spelling crystal and extra wrong. Like, jeez. So bad smell. 10 ball pins. Like, well, ball pins? What does a ball pin do? I guess it's not a pin that has a ball on it. I thought it was, but it's not. I guess don't take everything literally. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. What do you mean the internet? That was an internet thing. I didn't see it on the internet. That was an assumption. Right here it says 10 classic Crayola. Made with solar power. Preferred by teachers. Markers, not markers, as I said earlier, which was a broad line as well. Okay, clearly I said markers earlier. That's very reminiscent of nickel morning. That's nickel morning. Yeah, right. Creatures were falling on top of me. Let me put the creature away. Okay, creature's gone. Right here, this is. Oh god, stop falling behind me. 13 CT manga drawing set. Has all these manga markers. Like, jeez. Manga. Stop falling behind me. Oh, jeez. Anyways. Speaking of manga markers, here's more manga markers. 13 CT manga drawing set. What does 13 CT mean? If only we knew. Now, besides this, we have a mysterious, unused note card. Now I just throw it down there. We have bottom part. My bad currently, jeez. And right here, so what is this? It's a WCW World Championship Wrestling, and it's signed by someone, I guess. No, it's not that. It's not World Wrestling Championship. It's a car I won. One time, like this was around the crash of all days. Anyways, maybe that's why I was getting into cars. I don't know, but I began racing, and one day I won a race when I was like 7 years old, or so, or like 6 years old, or 5 years old, probably 6 years old, maybe 7 years old. Ultimately, around that time, and I won a race, and I won this car in honor of it. That was my trophy. I mean, I saying in honor of it. I mean my trophy. Jeez. So yeah. Oh gosh. It went on top of the bay part. Like how that's dubious how hollow it is really. And ultimately. Okay, besides that we have this X-Shot Blaster Hub Dart Range Test Winner Micro. Wow. Like micro gaming. As that micro gaming's Nerf gun. Zuru X-Shot. Like what? Zuru. Now we have this Batman. Just like more miniature Batman. Was this one gone at Ollie's? No, this is the one gone at Ross. One of them said it was at Ollie's one time. Like I'm seeing it. Like that was on Ross though. It's amazing because like this is before I knew about such stores. Okay, here is a polar bear Pez dispenser. Certain that Pez is 1 million years old. Like what's the point in it anymore? I'm done. What's the point in it anymore? That was said so. That was said so fatalistically. But beneath the fatalist, past the pigs. Try your luck using pigs as dice. Yeah, about this game. Now with Pigsty Dice Cup. Okay. Now I swear, Past the Pigs seriously feels like it was made by the Animal Farm pigs. Honestly, that's something I always wondered. Like I think the Animal Farm pigs are the creators of that game. Honestly, this is the other Batman. Is also in Ross ultimately. Another Batman has my accessory. I do toy up videos in them, of course, wherever they are. most of these things are unopened things, which are the toilets up, I suppose. Now this is like a, this is meant to be like a Dragon Ball set, but this is the one where, yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I was drawing over it, so there's no point in keeping it unboxed anymore, I guess. But it says, gift set 12-ounce mug, socks and ornament. It says, crew socks, one size fits most. Machine wash cold. Only non-chlorine bleach when needed. Tumble dry. Why am I reading that? What's the point of reading that? I don't know, dude. But yeah, socks, an ornament, and a mug. Wow. It's a gift set. Are we trying mostly gift set? Okay. I guess I'll open it as well and a toy on one day. And then of course we have this Crayola washable sidewalk chalk. Well, okay. Currently my bed looks like this. What I'm gonna need to do is wipe off this drawer part again, ultimately. And I'm gonna start putting things on top of it in a much more better fashion than what it was just now. Like, geez. Okay. So I'm gonna put, what should I put first? What should I actually put on the bed? Not on the bed, but okay. No, I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna move everything that's over on this thing onto that thing first. So ultimately, yes, that's what I'll be doing first. So first of all, I should move is a ruler that's on top of it, and of course, you need the ruler slap your hand sounds, being a bit certain game-esque. Certain game-esque. I don't know game yet. Okay, the Pepto-Bismol. Bismuth subsalicylate upset stomach reliever, anti-diarrheal, chewables, 5 centimeter each. Nausea, heartburn, and digestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, for the chewable tablets. Okay. And then. Okay. Here's an amazing. Huh? Isn't that proper mail? For me? Hold on. I need to find out the things, but of course this is my absolute card. So yes, this card here, possesses quite the material. I suppose I'll be showing to you. Okay, but besides this guy, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guy, I don't actually know about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles really. This guy, by 2012 3D Mutant Ninja Turtles. About this card, we had this book of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stickers. We were collecting them. I remember going to the store to get more of them. I remember those days when we were collecting them, making a whole book. This is one we never did use, but this guy looks so awesome. He's definitely a villain with a syringe like that. But yeah, whoever he is. Apparently he's a human form of a character before they turn into something. So wow. And as well, my One Punch Man cards. One Punch Man starter deck Union Reader cards are there. And this is like a, oh, hold on. Whoa. Okay, wait, there's WWE thing here, but what the heck? This is the oldest, this is a very old DVD that definitely does not work anymore. Why is that there? SpongeBob SquarePants Penguins of Madagascar Operation Filming Appearance Blowhole? What the heck? That one was just face down. No, wait, this China DVD part down. There's so much scratches on it. That's probably the most messed up DVD I've ever seen. How was that there? I didn't know that was there. What the heck? Who put that there? Was that? I didn't put that there. I would not have put that there. I have no idea who put that there. But someone did without me realizing, I guess. As well, I have these 2 wooden die blocks. Well, I say wooden die. It is wooden dice. Don't need to say die, jeez. Don't put this on top of here. All of them. This thing is a genuine Zippo. Or that's supposed to be about. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put the very old. Okay. I'm sort of clearing this stuff over here. So this is my just bag that has all these food characters on it. Now the taco has googly eyes, and hot dog does, and a pizza does, but the taco, I said taco, like what? The taco lost one of the googly eyes. The rest of all the googly eyes, like, okay. And there's what used to have true Senzu bean candy in there, but I failed to eat all the Senzu beans. I didn't really need the Senzu beans that often. whenever when I had scissor beans, they truly did taste like what beans would taste like if they were candy as well. Like how whoever made the scissor beans, whoever made these proper scissor beans is amazing. How they made that, but I will use them as a scissor bean bag for Bill Pumas and such. So yeah. Another Hot Wheels right here. This is the Baja Bison T5 first response. Okay. And I got this over here. And as well, a Hot Wheel. We have a Loki Hot Wheels called Scupa de Fuego. Wow, that's what Loki's Hot Wheels called. It's called. We have this purple scorpion. What the heck? Purple scorpion. A hex bug, I think. We have Yacht, which is like a Yahtzee ripoff, I suppose. I don't even know. We have a tiny metal jar that's actually glass. For some reason, it's glass rather than whatever the earth made of. This creature, this blue creature, green creature thing of creatureness. Whatever that's supposed to be. Okay, this American flag thing, just why? I don't know, dude. Don't ask me. We have Mars itself here. Unless it's Venus. But just Mars, yeah. I'm holding Mars. Here's some Mars sounds. If you want to know what Mars sounds like when being held, this is what it sounds like. So yeah. What the heck? You want to know what you're talking about? That is a Mars ball. Like what? A Mars ball? Like a Mars chocolate ball? No. Mars planet ball. How can it be a ball? Like, I don't know. Here's a protractor for some reason. Wait, that's a protractor. What the heck? Maybe that's why it got protraction. It's amazing. I didn't realize that really. Well, yeah, like a weirdo Marvel character. Pez thing. Batman duck. Like what? Batman duck. How? Well, okay, this is a necklace keychain, I think. Somehow. Put it there. And a marble as well is here. I don't know. It just is. I put this. Oh, isn't it plugged in? No, it's not plugged in. That's me. It's not plugged in. Dubious. And it's painful as well. Ah, really painful, but okay, working. Okay, wow. Gosh. There's the Xbox. We'll get some games on the Hot Wheels. The corners. No, it's not corner side. That's what it was. It's just that heavy on its own. Jeez. Okay, also the very old eczema cream. Also a water bottle here, oldness. I'm gonna clean the bookshelf off as well now. Okay, I returned. Well, I didn't return, I was there the whole time, but I cleaned that off now. And I think I cleaned it to its like semi-perfect degree. How much it can be clean right now. So, let me acquire the DVDs. The DVDs will be put up in there first. If I can acquire all of them, please. I acquired like one of them all. Like, is that all of them now? That's all of them. Okay. Let me just put these up here. First, to test it out. Ultimately, let me reorganize this baseline. Like, ones that I've watched in order. Okay, so, first of all, Venom and Venom last time. I put them first. And then I'll put Morbius. And then Superman. Then put the Hulk. My Hero Academia, 2 heroes. Then Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man 2 to 5 Spider-Verse 2 movie collection. And on top of that, I'll put a TV premiere TV, 2 classics episodes originals from the radio TV series, Johnny Quest, The Real Adventure, Escaped Overworld, no, Quest World. Jeez, why did I say Overworld? What the heck? Something in my mind went very weird for a second. I saw it. Overworld? What am I talking about? It's Quest World. Jeez. Oh, very weird what my mind did it. And now I can acquire the manga. Ultimately, of course, I will acquire the big manga first, which are Kaiji Soul Leveling. Well, Kaiji, no, not Soul Leveling, but Kaiji. Soul Leveling is a wider manhwa, I suppose. let's say book. We can say book, ultimately. Like, a book is a generic term. They're books. I'm saying book-wise, which ones are bigger? The kaiji book. Okay, the kaiji book. Pretty big. Right there. And then the solo leveling book. Wow, I just absolutely destroyed something. Okay, now that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Ultimately, sure. Put Sung Jin Yu on top of kaiji. Like, who would have thought? Who would have thought, dude? Like, seriously. And then I'll put these two. I'll put it like this. I'll put One Piece and My Hero Academia. Should I do that really? I don't know actually. Should I do it like this really? I'll probably do it like this so we know what's here actually first. Ultimately. Do it like this actually. Okay, like that. Or that's not proper. No, that's proper. It's proper. Let's see. Let's do it like that actually. Okay. And I'll probably want to go over that. I showed when we go April to the extent I know I'm going to this here ultimately. So I put it over here as well, ultimately. And one of the irons upside down. Still put it over here. Move these down. I'll put these here. The One Piece. The Studio Oda before One Piece thing. And then One Punch Man manga as well over here. One Punch Man manga as well. Right here. Put it against the wall. Make sure those is. Okay. Here's that settled. I think that's proper. For now at least. And now what I'm going to do is put the unopened action figures over here as well. You know, they fit. They fit, of course. I might make nothing new by doing like this. Yeah, okay. I'll put them like this actually. I'll put them like this actually. We don't need to see them actually. We don't need to see him actually. Jeez, fine. We don't need to see him actually, but I'll put him like this. If I'm doing so. Oh, turn around. No! Turn the final one around too, jeez. The primordial one. Okay, put it like that. Put it like that. Ooh. The satisfying. Just to be placed against the wall. Like that. Indeed. Okay. Is that proper? And put these here. Okay, yes. Here we go. And now I have room for the ash figures to be here. What do you need? Strong cheek, falling. Not strong cheek. Don't be falling. I'll show you time soon. The time being once I get all this other stuff settled. Very genius. Die Carter go on top of Cyborg Spider-Man. Okay. This is the Rock and Seth Rollins. Okay, Rock, Seth Rollins. The Rock, Guy Gardner, Seth Rollins over The Rock. Was that all the action figures? Pretty sure it was all the action figures actually. Yeah. Okay. What do I do about all the things on my bed now? Go the heck. Jeez. Well, I knew what I was going to do. But I probably won't do it on video. Pretty sure this will be the end of today's video. So, it was 2 hours long, dude. Mars fell from the cosmos. The cosmos came toppling down right now. What the heck? That's throwback. That's reference to like just the CBS or Seth Rollins one. Ultimately, I just acquired him, put him there. Ultimately, so yeah, seriously. Let me just show you what my bed's looking like this currently. Like what the heck? Over there, it's looking like that. The little Mr. is right here. Okay, and then we have this looking like this. Like what the heck? But this is not looking like this. Got the manga, DVDs. What that's very awesome. Oh, So yeah. See ya. BYE, bye.